freezing rain right now, and we're supposed to get some snow tonight. So it's already snowing a little ways up north. So I'm gonna drive about an hour north from where I'm at, and I think it's been snowing in that area today. Try to get some of that off my window, as you can see. Yeah, it's been snowing for a little while, and we're supposed to get a couple inches, potentially. So, got the back of the truck loaded up, and I've got a campsite picked out. And so, we're gonna head out, see how this turns out, see if we get some good weather this evening. So, like I said, I've got about an hour drive. I have got to run to the grocery store, and then I'm gonna be on the road. So, I'll see you guys when I get to camp. Well, what's up, guys? Made it to camp. As you can see, I managed to find some snow. It's actually snowing a little bit right now, but there is plenty on the ground. So it was a little slick getting in here, honestly. The roads were a bit slicker than I expected them to be right now, but it is what it is. We're getting into that time of the year. So I'm the only person at this campground now. I chose to come to an actual campground so that I could have camp electricity. As you can see, I've got my heater running already, and I am just about to jump in the back and hang out for a little while. The storm has kind of died down, but according to radar, it's supposed to start up again like 5 o'clock-ish or something like that. So hopefully we get another round tonight. If not, I guess it's cool enough to be able to look out and see this. But I'm gonna hop up into my little cabin in the woods here, I guess, and I'm gonna enjoy the evening. So stay tuned, guys. The windows are a little dirty. That's kind of a bummer. I mean, I'm sure you guys can tell how dirty that is, but I mean, that's what happens when you're driving your rig. I suppose I could get out there and wipe them off with some paper towels, and I might actually do that just so I have a better view. I have my Reflectix here. If you guys watched the last video, you obviously know how I heat everything up and stay warm in here. If you haven't watched that, I guess go back and check that out. But I don't know if I'm gonna even put this stuff up today. I mean, with the heater rolling in here, I don't really need it. I might put it up tonight to stay a little warmer, but obviously right now, I want to be able to sit back and look out the windows here. So I am going to get a movie going on my old tablet right here, and I'm going to watch a movie, have a beer, and then I guess a little bit later we'll get into cooking dinner. I didn't bring anything fancy, but I got some something warm to eat tonight. So anyways, guys, stay tuned. We'll see how this storm turns out. First real snow of the season. This is the first snow that I've seen of the season, so it's kind of exciting. Ice season is on the way. So anyways, guys, stay tuned. We'll see what this brings. Well, guys, it started snowing again. The windows aren't really fogging over, but they're definitely getting covered. I guess it doesn't actually look quite as bad on camera, but it is dumping snow out there again. I'll go ahead and pop this window open. It's gonna blow straight in here as soon as I open it in. In fact, it's blowing in here a little bit. If you guys can see, the wind's blowing straight at the back of the cab, so it's gonna blow right in here on me. There we go, guys. It's It is snowing. First real snowfall of the season for me. It is cold out there, cold and windy. Man, guys, it's already getting all over the lens there. I'm covered in it already. All right, I gotta close that. I'm completely covered in snow. Floor's covered in snow. My blanket's covered in snow. We are gonna go ahead and leave that closed. And I'm gonna crank this up to high power. Wish it just had a switch so you didn't have to go through all the thermostat settings. But there's a little, here, let me wipe that camera off, I guess. Simple Holmes brand heater, just basic from Walmart. You can run it high or low, or you can run it on a thermostat at any one of those temperatures on high or low. So it works great back here, guys. But I'm just enjoying this. I wish this window was warmer and it wasn't crusting up like that. But that one's fairly cold. It looks way clearer on the camera, honestly. Can't really see out of the back because it's blowing right at me. This is really the best view out of this side, which isn't bad because that's right where I'm sitting, but it's just dumping snow. I'm not really sure how much we're supposed to actually get this evening. I guess I could look that up, kind of give you guys a weather check as I sit back here. Time and weather, I guess. Let me get situated. So hopefully you guys have enough light, but 6 o'clock. The current temperature is 27 degrees. Feels like 40. 27 degrees, feels like 14. And let's see if it gives me any kind of accumulation information. So additional snow accumulations of roughly 1 to 3 inches. So we are definitely going to get a bit tonight. There's plenty on the ground, and the way it's dumping now and from what the radar looks like, we should get quite a bit of snow tonight. So like I said, it's 27 outside, and in here, well, I just opened the window up, so this probably isn't the best reading, but that heater's blaring. It is 64 degrees, so not bad. I had that heater running on low, set the thermostat, I think it was set at like 75, so it was comfortable in here. I'm completely covered up. Got my blanket, I've got a sheet under here, a blanket, and a sleeping bag, and it's comfortable. And I've got, well, that's not on right now, but I've just been sitting here watching movies, as you guys can see, and enjoying the view out of the camper. It's been pretty peaceful this evening. I'm probably gonna watch another movie, let it snow, at least until dark. I'll probably watch a movie till it gets dark out, and then I might cook myself something. I've been snacking a little bit. I had some Doritos when I got here. So anyways, guys, stay tuned and we'll get ourselves a hot little meal cooked up. Nothing fancy. As you guys know, I probably I don't cook very many fancy meals, but I like to keep it simple back here. So I'm gonna go ahead and watch another movie, and I guess I'll get back to you guys after that. Well, all right, guys, it's time to make something to eat for dinner. It's actually getting fairly late. It's about 9 o'clock. So I've been just sitting here. It's gotten pretty windy. It's still snowing out there. Snowing pretty good, actually. But I'm gonna go ahead. Well, I guess I can give you a weather check. It's 25 degrees out there right now. Wow. Let me refresh that for you. Yep, still 25 degrees. What is my thermometer saying in here? It is 62. Very comfortable in here right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some dinner. So tonight I didn't bring anything fancy. I ran to the grocery store and just brought something I could easily cook in here. And I have these Marchand yakisoba chicken flavor ramen. It's like a big package of ramen. So I'm gonna heat some water up and make that. And then I am also going to eat this. Just a little, like, I don't know, I've eaten these before. They're like adult Lunchables, I guess that's the most basic thing I would call them. And I don't know why I have all my water in the cooler there, because I don't need it in the cooler for this, but I'm gonna go ahead and break out my little stove here. It'd be really nice if there were some more lights out there so I could kind of see the snow falling, but this campground doesn't have much for lighting. I don't have any lighting on the truck. There we go. Alright, well, I've got my heater going down here. It's running on low. It's pretty warm in here, but we're gonna go ahead and get this thing going. Go ahead and get this thing turned on. Should be plenty in that thing. There we go. Splash a little bit. We'll just go with that. I don't know how much I need for this since it's not like a regular pack of ramen noodles. So these aren't anything special. I take these with me a lot, like if I'm out on my kayak or something. They're just, you do have to keep them cold, but it's a little bit better than like a regular kid's Lunchable. This one is Italian dry salami. So it's just some cheese and salami and like harder crackers. I don't know what these, you know what those are, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this down. It's getting really warm in here now since I have that running. I do have this window cracked. I'm gonna open it more. And this window is open. I'm gonna open that one a little bit more. The wind's blowing on this side. I don't know if you could hear that first time I opened it, but a lot of ice on that window. This is good. There's a few different kinds. I think I just spit everywhere. There's a few different kinds. Yeah, they're good. That's getting pretty close to boiling. Get this last meat cracker down. All right, that's boiling. Go ahead and fill this up. Turn that off. Oop, wrong way. There we go. Get that over a little bit. I have to get myself my dinner plate out here. So this says give it like 4 minutes in a microwave. This isn't giving me directions for just letting it sit in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pour some water in here up to the fill line. And I'm gonna give it a few minutes and we will go ahead and see how those noodles taste. Go. I've got a bit of water left over, but put that back on there. Let me get this closed up a little bit. I'll just set this lid on here to kind of hold it closed. We'll let that cook for a few minutes. We're gonna go ahead and throw in this seasoning. Put that up there. Honestly, see how these noodles are. It's a little steamy. Ooh, they're nice and soft. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. Just roll with it. It's been a few minutes. chicken flavor. Chickens. Something like that, right? That's what it was. Alright, we got that off the belly. And I mean, this isn't anything fancy, guys. It's definitely a bigger serving of ramen than your typical, like, cup of noodles ramen. So keep that in consideration, but you've got a bowl to cook it in. You don't have to dirty any dishes other than making water, which I do. So this is, there's not a lot of juice in there. I filled it up to the fill line, and it got most of the juice up in it. So maybe it's more of like a noodle dish, and that's why there's more of it as opposed to like a soup. I guess I kind of thought it was going to be a soup, but it is what it is. It's going to be tasty. As you can see, it's steaming. Maybe you can see that. Hopefully you guys can see me. Anyways, it's noodles, guys. It looks good. So I've been sitting here in the truck. I'm watching a movie. I don't know. This one's kind of irrelevant, but I get this. I watched a movie earlier that was really good. It was a Netflix movie called The Hummingbird Project. It was interesting to me because I kind of worked in a business somewhat similar to that. There's a very good chance you've used products that I have supported. Anyways, data center industry stuff. So that's good. It was a chicken flavor. It's actually kind of nice without all the water in it. There's a little bit at the bottom, but not as bad, not as much as you would get in a cup of noodles. This is a perfect, inexpensive camping meal for a cold night. It's warm. This is gonna fill me up, along with that little Lunchable thing that I ate. This is gonna be perfect. Nice lump in my belly. It's very good. This is hitting the spot tonight, that's for sure. Cold evening in the truck. Nice warm soup. I had some meat. That was very good. I swear I've had one of these before, but I don't think I've made a video on it. That was definitely more than you get in a regular cup of ramen. I almost feel like that was like 1.5 to 2 times the portion. Maybe I should have looked at that, but I'm definitely going to keep a few of these on hand. That was fairly fulfilling, and you know, I had that other little I guess Lunchable type thing to go along with it, so that was really good. Put this in your trash, and dinner is done. I really don't have any dishes to do. I've got a little bit of leftover warm water here. I'm just going to dump that out the back window, put my stove away. So, and there you go, guys. I think you can see it's still snowing a bit out there. There's one light way across over there that you can barely see, but I can kind of see that out of my window, so it's kind of cool to see. But it'd be cool if there was a few more lights across the way. But it is still blowing and snowing out here. I don't know if we're gonna get much more accumulation of snow tonight, but it's still blowing out there pretty good, as you guys can see. So anyways, I'm gonna finish the movie that I'm watching, and then I'm gonna head to bed, and I guess we shall see what the morning brings. So stay tuned, guys. I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, y'all. It's 8 o'clock ish, 7:55. I slept great last night, and I just woke up because a snowplow came driving through here. Plowed the circle road out down here at this campsite. It really doesn't look like we got a ton more snow. Probably because it was so windy. I bet there's some drifts in some different places, but that's probably about it. There's a very small layer of ice on the water though. At least some of it, kind of towards the bank. There you go, can you see out there? You guys probably can't tell, but right along the bank there, that is frozen over. And if we look out this way, oops, little bit of snow out there, not a ton. You can kind of see that they came in and plowed the road out. But the sun's not actually up over, hasn't risen up over the horizon yet over there. I mean, it's 8, I should probably get up, get to making some breakfast and getting out of here since I have an hour drive today, but I don't really feel like getting out of bed yet. So last night I had that window open. This window, I mean, you can see how far I've got that slit open from there. So it's cracked down here. And I had the little heater just running on low power all night instead of on the thermostat. And I was so warm in here I had to take my hoodie off. So staying cozy was not a problem last night. Pause! I've been sitting here watching The Cabin with Bert Kreischer. It is hilarious. It's a Netflix show. I would recommend watching that if you like any of his comedy. So, sun's finally up over the trees over there, if you guys can see that. And it's actually kind of crazy. The temperature must be dropping a little bit more because, oh, come on, open. Oh, I've got the locks on that. That might explain why it won't open up. Here we go. Get this other one opened up. Open sesame. Ooh, it's chilly out there. I don't know if you guys can tell how frozen that lake is. I mean, right in front of me, it's frozen all the way over to the trees over there. I mean, it's obvious just a skim layer of ice, but it's definitely chilly out here. I mean, it's cold. I'm gonna close that. Oh, keep that heater blowing on me. It's chilly. That thing is keeping me nice and toasty in here. I was getting ready to make coffee, and then I realized that I had a Dunkin' coffee with me. As I was going for my water, I completely forgot I had this with me, so I'm gonna go ahead and drink that instead of making coffee. Although a warm cup of Joe would be nice right now. I just don't want to break that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish watching this episode probably, drink my cup of coffee, let the sun come up a little bit farther, I guess. Let the roads get traveled a little more, so I know the plows and everything have been out, but yeah, I'm gonna hang out, drink this Dunkin'. More than likely have to run to the outhouse soon as I start drinking this, and then I'll probably get headed home. We'll get outside and we'll go look around and check out some of the snow, but I'm gonna get this shoved in me and then we'll get after it. All right, guys, it's time to get out of here. I got my cooler in my bag, I got my keys and everything else in my pockets. Windows are closed. Everything's basically put up all right. Go throw this stuff in the truck quick. Guess this is on the other side. cold, guys. Guess before I hop in the truck here, actually I should just start that thing quick. But let me give you a temperature check first. It's 10:15 a.m. and 21 degrees, so it's a little bit chilly out here. I'm gonna go ahead and start this pig. All right, guys. So you can definitely see that it snowed a bit, covered my entire front window on my truck. Like I said, there was a guy that came through and plowed, and he tore it up pretty good. I don't know if that was quite necessary, but I should have no problem getting out of here. I have to let that thing warm up for a minute. I don't have a scraper for my window, although it's probably not heavy enough. I could probably get it off with the wipers. My hands are cold. I do have gloves in the truck, but let's go over here by the water a little bit, I guess. So I don't know how much you'll be able to tell. Picnic table, I guess. But this is all frozen. The other side of the lake's open. You can kind of see it in the reflection on the camera, but it's cold out, guys. Ice season is coming. Ice fishing season is coming. So let's get in the truck here. Oh, it's like crap. I locked my keys in. No, our remote started it. You idiot. Go ahead and put the key in. Heater's cranked up. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully we can get on some really fun winter camping adventures this year. I've got something kind of planned out for the rest of this week. We'll see how that turns out though, I guess. But yeah, guys, first snow of the season. It was great out here. I stayed warm in the back of the truck. I mean, if you have electricity, if you have a plug-in, it's really not an issue. I had the windows open with that thing all night long just to keep some of that airflow going through. I mean, it's that cold, crisp air. I could still smell it, you know, like you could smell the snow or whatever. I guess that sounds kind of weird, but you know, I could still get that nice crisp air going through the cab, but I still had that hot heat blowing on the bottom floor, you know, circulating around, so it was incredibly warm. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go ahead close the video out. I guess stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.